What's up, guys? Coming in live, coming in hot, coming in ready for the new year. It's been fabulous. We're jacked about being here with you guys today, getting everything started up on all of our platforms, but super jacked to have you guys here with us. And I'm hoping that you will jump on and connect with us and role play with us and tell us what you're dealing with, how you're coming through the new year. We just had this last week where we spent a lot of time at a conference. The conference is Door to Door Con, and it's really cool. You can see the background there. It blurs out there. Let me see if I can get to where you can see that. There's two trophies right behind my head, and those are Door to Door Con trophies. And I'll pull this down. But this, folks, is what you need to be gunning for next year. It's got the little knocker on it. And I'm hoping that all of you guys will come and win that award. That award is given to the top 1% of real estate agents. And I know all of you guys can accomplish that. And the way you're going to accomplish that is just by getting out and grinding. So we spent a lot of time with people that honestly, we're not the best salespeople. In fact, some of them threw their pitch out on the screen or on stage, and other people were like, oh my gosh, is that person real? And they sold that much. And so it was really cool to see what grind, motivation, mindset can do as people just get out there and crush it. I mean, that's really what needs to happen to be able to perform at a really, really high level. So guys, we're going to dive in today, chat about, and one thing, you got to hang on tight because in 30 minutes, we're going to have William. William is one of our top guys from our coaching program. And he sold $19 million in production his first year. And he's going to be here live with us in 30 minutes. So make sure that you guys are here and ask him whatever questions you want. So write down questions you would want to ask him. Getting Jeremy Davis on right now. I'm also going to send out in the link right now for any of you guys that want to join with us. I'm going to put the key in to have you guys join, ask us questions. And so that's going to be in the comments. So there's quite a few of you already jumping on right now. Jump on and let's dive into this. What questions do you guys have that we can answer this week? And then I'm going to dive into some of the stuff we've learned, if you guys don't comment, from just Door to Door Con. And some of the things we saw and dealt with while we were there. But biggest thing that I saw from Door to Door Con was mindset. So we had a guy by the name of Adam Shantz that was there. Love the guy. One of the best salesperson I think I've ever met in my life. He owns an alarm company. And he went from average person sells about, I would say 3 to 4 alarms a week is pretty common in the alarm industry. My biggest week was 26. Adam Shantz went out and he would sell 100 plus in a week. And it was crazy how he talked about how you dial your time into seconds, not minutes, but seconds, and how you know who you're going to talk to before they open the door. You're going to dive right into the details. You're going to know the personality type. You're going to know how you need to address them. And he went through the 4 different personality types from a tiger, a bull, a lamb, and an owl, and specified what those personality types were. And we all have heard that. If you haven't and you want to know more about that, let me know. I can teach you the different personality types. But when you know the personality type that you're getting to on the door, that is when you're able to diagnose what's happening and help them to make a decision quickly. That being said, when they make a decision quickly, you're able to move forward and be able to sell them faster. So huge to know your personality types. But he went from selling 100 alarms. He's like, and he had a good friend of his die. And he's like, I'm going out this year for him. And he pushed to 115. And then the next year he pushed to 125 in a week. Guys, he was starting at 6 a.m. in the morning. Now you tell me, how many of you guys have the mindset that you're okay knocking on doors at 6:30 in the morning? Not very many of us. How many of you have the mindset where you're willing to go knock on doors at 10, 11 o'clock at night? I personally have knocked on a fresh door at 11 o'clock at night, sold it, got it installed, got the alarm system installed to win a competition. Now, when you have the mindset and the ability to go out and produce at those kind of levels, that's when you're going to start being crazy successful. But it's all right here. And too often we get into, oh, we can't do it. People get mad at us. I have a bunch of people in our program that won't knock in the cold because they feel like they're inconveniencing the homeowner because they have to open the door. Or in Dallas, Texas, when it's crazy hot, they're like, oh man, it's too hot for me to be out knocking. People won't hold the door open. Guys, they'll hold it open all day long as you can capture their interest. So as you start looking at this, start getting into your mindset that they need you. You need to knock on their door. You're going to get them to where they need to understand the market, and you're going to help them be successful. That is where everything starts to shift, is when you fully believe in yourself that you have what they need, and you're going to help them be successful in making some huge decisions. Got Jeremy Davis popping on right now. I'm going to throw him up on the stage. Welcome, Jeremy.
What's up? You like this?
Dude, I love that. Look at it, rocking the real D2D. Doesn't have the hat on, though. I'm pretty disappointed. I gave him 4 hats.
Both my sons took them from me.
I love it. I love it. Did you send me your stream key for your Instagram, brother?
Yeah, check your email.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to add him to Instagram. Jeremy, while I'm doing that, why don't you tell us your takeaways? I've been talking about Door-to-Door Con. I've been telling them about Adam Shands and his mindset of what he does different, why he was able to sell 125 deals in a week and do it consistently. And I was just talking about mindset on how if you could knock it 6 o'clock in the morning, knock at 11 o'clock at night, knock in the cold, knock in the heat, and be able to find crazy success, why are people struggling to get out at 10 a.m., to get out at noon and go till 6, 7 o'clock at night? I mean, it's crazy. And you're going to see when we bring William on, William's going to be joining us here in about 22 minutes. So make sure you stick around, ask him those questions. But you're going to see why he was so crazy successful and what he did different and what mindset he has. But Jeremy, take that away as I add your Instagram here.
Yeah, I would say one important thing, if you guys have watched, Duane and I talk about this a lot, but I have a YouTube video on this if you guys want to go watch this. But you have to have some pre-knocking ritual that separates your busy time from your prospecting time. There has to be something you do that differentiates the two. He talked about how he won't put on his badge, like his lanyard with his badge when he goes and knocks, unless he's ready to knock. And that signifies to him that, hey, it's time to be a savage, time to go work. So if you guys are blending your day into prospecting, that's probably an issue you're having. You need to have something where it's like, hey, it's time to knock. Like I was listening to a Kobe Bryant video the other day, and he talked about how he would listen to, was it Hannibal Lecter? Like the Halloween music or something. I can't remember what it was. If you know what it is, comment in the down here in the comments. But he would talk about how he would play that music before every game so that he could go lock in, and he knew it was time to prospect. So if you guys are worried about deals, if you don't have a TC that's taking care of all your stuff and you're getting distracted while you're knocking, then that will kill your motivation. Because every time you guys go and prospect, you have an emotional tank, and that emotional tank has to be safeguarded. If you're having to like go to the gas station to get water, or you're having to answer stuff about your deals that your TC should be doing, and it's distracting you, then your motivation is going to tank. So you have to make sure you're really good at whenever you go prospect, you are prospecting, and let everything else go. That's why Duane and I always talk about your schedule in the morning should be busy time, so that when you go knock, you have nothing else to do. So that would be my biggest takeaway from him.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Guys, we'd love to throw somebody on here to role play real quick with us or answer any questions. So please comment in the comments below what questions you guys have, what you're dealing with. It's January 13th. Do you already have deals under contract? Are you on pace to hit your goals? How is your schedule going? How is the rituals that you have that Jeremy just talked about when you throw that lanyard on? That's funny because I just went to grab mine. I was like, I've had one around my neck. I went to grab my lanyard to show you guys. Are you ready to grind? Because I feel like we're here. We're ready. We're ready to help you get to that next level. So are you ready to take it to the next level? One thing I'm going to tell you to do right now is comment in the comments below systems or schedule. we've got a free deal we'll send out to you right now that will help you build that schedule and that system out if you're not currently doing it correctly. Jeremy is a master of making modules and programs, and we can get that out to you for free. Just comment below systems or schedule, either one, and we're going to get there. It looks like Seth wants to join us. So excited to throw Seth up on the stage. Here we go, brother. Seth, you're live with us. How are you, brother? Don't get scared. Don't you mute yourself. Here you go.
Hey, I'm good. Can you hear me?
I got you. Seth, welcome, brother.
Hey, yeah, thanks guys for having me. Awesome.
Tell us how we can add value back to you today.
Well, you know what? I'm actually taking my real estate test tomorrow in Michigan.
Yeah.
And, yeah, really super excited. So, I've been licensed in a couple other states, but I found you guys on YouTube and just been loving your content. So, I've actually got 3 months, to where I need to make some money or find another job after I get licensed. So what do you think's obviously door knocking, but what would be a 3-month strategy if you had to make money or find another job?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Finding another job is not an option. Okay. You've got to burn that boat right now. And you've got to decide, I am going to make the money. How much money do you need to make?
Well, about $2,500 a month, to pay the bills and feed the kids. I mean, that's probably a minimum.
What's your average home price in Michigan?
I'm in the Lansing area, so I'd say around 200,000.
Okay. So what's one sale going to bring you?
3%, right? Six grand.
And then you're also going to represent the buyer. So now you're going to get, let's say they sell for 2 and you buy for 3, that's $500K. That gives you 15 grand to do a buy and a sell.
Right.
Now, are you kidding me that you can't get one of these in 3 months? I think you can probably get one of these this week. And so Jeremy and I've had a bunch of people come to our coaching program, and I love this that you're there. I love that your mindset's going there. But we've had people come to us and say, I've got $6,000 left in my account.
Yeah.
What do I need to do? We've set them up on a trajectory and seen them close 5 or 6 deals in the next couple months just from following our systems and doing exactly what we tell them to do. First thing you need to do, Seth, is you've got to quit overthinking this, thinking, oh my gosh, we're about to get another job. And then you've got to burn the boats. I don't know if you read that book, but it literally teaches you about just letting go of everything else and putting your focus in success.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tell you, you don't have other options but to succeed. So you're going to go out and you're going to work 300 to 400 contacts a week, door to door, and that will help you get a deal. And you should be able to get not just one deal in the next 3 months. You should be able to put 5 or 6 deals closed in the next 2 or 3 months.
Okay. Now, I'm not part of your coaching program. I haven't purchased any of your door knocking 101. I was looking at that, just that program that gives you the course material. Is that required, you think, to do that? I mean, I've been licensed in 5 other states. I have a little bit of experience. I was part of a team, but I've never really been solo. But I don't have the money to start coaching. I've only got $4 grand, so I've got just enough to make it for a couple months, basically.
So here's what I tell you to do. We run a team, and it's for exact people like you. The reason we run a team is there's a lot of people that don't have enough money to get into our coaching program. So to get onto our team, it doesn't cost you anything until you make a sale, and we can help you make a ton of sales. So we're going to put you in a role play group every morning, twice a day, 5 days a week. And that's going to get you role playing, getting comfortable with your scripts. Then you're going to get training from Jeremy and I every Thursday. And you're going to be around people that are successful. We had, how many did Sod put under contract this last week, Jeremy?
I think 2 or 3.
2 or 3 last week. So you're going to be around people that are closing and getting deals. Jeremy or Justin put 1 under contract. I could go through a list of people that put someone under contract last week. And that's going to be my expectation for you, Seth, is to have someone under contract every week. And there's a lot of people that are watching right now, not just you, Seth, that are going, oh my gosh, I've got to get deals. I've got to make money. I've got to start progressing. The only way you're going to progress is number one, changing what you're currently doing. Number two, having the mindset that you got this. Number three, putting in the work ethic and having the right mentality and attitude. If you can do that and then add that with being around tons of people that are being successful, doing exactly what we're teaching, that's what's going to propel you to those next levels. Most people are in brokerages that are not helping them get where they need to be. Like, I'm going to throw Dino. Dino, you're always on here. I'm going to throw you under the bus right now. Okay. Dino reaches out. He's like, Duane, I'm selling like 3 or 4 houses a year. And I was talking to him yesterday. He's coming to our free seminar in LA. And he says, I just really love my brokerage. I'm never going to leave. And I'm like, dude, they're teaching you how to sell 3 or 4 houses a year. What do you love about them that's keeping you there? And I'm going to ask this to every one of you guys on this call. If your brokerage is so good, what in the world are they doing for you that's keeping you there if you're not selling 50 homes a year? If they're not making you a leader, if they're not putting you in a position where you can grow a team underneath you. And so that's the same thing I would ask you, Seth. If you're not where you need to be, dude, get with people that are going to push you to where you need to be and help you get there fast so that you can provide for your family. I never want to see people struggling to put bread, milk, and cheese on the table for their family. That's a horrible spot to be in.
Sure. What does it look like to join your team? Is that like, how does that look?
I'm going to put my phone number in the chat group right now. Call me after.
Okay.
Let's go through. It's very easy. We'll get you there and get you moving over. But my phone, did you guys see that pop up in the chat? It's 801-243-4544. Seth, just signing into our group, Jeremy's going to blast you with probably 8 or 9 huge pamphlets that you're going to go through. It's probably 40 or 50 pages of material. And it's funny because our onboarding process, getting onto our team, I've had agents tell us is more than they've ever learned from their brokerage. And that's just us bringing you on to the team to onboard you. So if you guys are ready to get to that next level, reach out to us. You got my phone number right there, 801-243-4544. Any other questions we can answer for you, Seth, while you're on here live with us?
Yeah.
Well, Seth,
Yeah. Sorry, Jeremy. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say too, I just want to chime in real quick. Duane, can you put my number in there as well? One thing I would tell you and just everybody else, sales is a transfer of energy, right? So when you're talking to people on the doors, if your energy is that desperate, I need to get a deal, I need to get a deal, I need to get a deal, that's the energy you're transferring. So a lot of times, like you and others, it's not a sales problem you have, it's a personal problem that's affecting your energy, that's blocking your sales. So just like athletes, right? Like Steph Curry, when he goes and shoots, he's like, I hope I don't miss. I hope I don't miss. like that's not his mindset. No, this is going in. This is going in. So you've got to really, like, your morning routine, you've got to get really good at developing that sharpness of, I'm going to sell. I'm going to provide for my family. 2 suggestions on that. Go buy the book, Burn the Boats, or look it up on YouTube for free. You've got to be able to, this is the only option. If your subconscious knows there's another option back there, then you won't be able to focus. And then also, there's a great book called Miracle Morning. Have you read that one?
I actually have. Yeah.
Okay. So the Savers program, right? In the book, there's a program, Savers program. You go through this every morning. Part of that is affirmations. You've got to be able to sit there and say, I am selling 4 homes a month. I am making $50,000 a month for my family. I am a door knocking master, right? Like, go through that list and project it spiritually, because everything's created spiritually and then physically. You've got to create that mindset, and then you go create it physically. So that would be my biggest advice. But obviously, call Duane and I. We built 8 different modules, 8 videos, 20 minutes each, on Duane and I walking through how to set up your business when we onboard you, just like he was saying. That's literally the only reason we partnered at Real and built that team, was for people like you. We can get in, give you all this free training, just like you're seeing on his YouTube and my YouTube and our Instagrams. We are free. We know that people need to get off the ground, but then once you start to get a bunch, you got to get in on the coaching side. The coaching side, the narrative that's happening right now is, who's at 5 deals? Who's at 5 deals? Who's at 5 deals? And if you're not at 5 deals already, we got to fix it. We got to fix it. Like, that's the standard over there. So that's the progression.
That's awesome. Man, thank you guys so much. Hey, just a quick practical question. When you're going door to door, and I've heard you guys say that you don't bring any marketing materials, or like you're not carrying a notepad or anything to look like a salesperson, right? But how do you keep track of like who you talk to, like in a practical sense? Like, how do you remember, I talked to this person or I didn't talk to this person, that type of thing?
Jeremy, you want to take that one? I put mine in my phone. I put it on a notes tab. We will have an app out in June that will solve all that for you, where you'll be able to run everything from your CRM right from your phone. But Jeremy, you want to give your 2 cents on that?
Yeah. So I would say, again, free, right? Like where you're at, we got to focus on free. So I just would use your Google Maps. Pull up your area on Google Maps. Every time you knock on a house, you can pin that house and you can actually label it by an emoji. So you can say, like, if they're not home, you can do a ghost emoji and it'll allow you to put notes in there like, hey, I knocked at this time on this day, they weren't home. Right. If you have like a callback, do like a bell, like, oh, it's a callback. And so you can go through and you can mark all your houses in there. For those that are in Atlanta, I knocked there for 3 years and like I can screenshot Atlanta and you'll see all my deals everywhere. It's the easiest way to do it. The paid version, Duane and I are building an app right now that'll have that canvassing feature in there for you. You can pin a house. It'll set up a drip system, send out a letter, and then it'll follow up with them. It's incredible. It has all the contracts built into it. Hopefully that's done here in a couple months. But the free version, Seth, go do your Google Maps.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Seth, thanks for jumping on today. It was great chatting with you. And make sure you call me or Jeremy. And I'm going to throw Jeremy's number out there in case you guys can't see it in the chat. Jeremy's 702-525-5766. You guys can call either of us. Guys, we're happy to help. We want you to succeed. And so reach out to us if you're interested in anything. We want to be there for you. But thanks for jumping on, Seth.
Thank you.
We also have that free. We're doing a seminar in Orlando, Atlanta, and LA. So if you guys are anywhere near any of those areas, shoot us a text. We'll get you the link. It's the 27th in LA. Then we're in Atlanta on the 28th and Orlando on the 29th.
And we've got about 40 people that have already signed up in LA. Make sure you get your spot, guys, because we're going to max out on that one. We've got quite a few already in Atlanta and some of the other areas. So make sure you're getting your stuff booked. Yeah, it's free. Just come join us. The other thing I was going to tell you, Jeremy, check this out. I've got a live copy. It's here.
Ooh.
We've got Power of the Knock is out. This is my door-to-door book. I don't know if that's showing it in vision yet, but if you guys don't have a copy of this, make sure you jump on Amazon, jump on any of the other platforms, Barnes & Noble, all of them have it. So make sure you get your copy. I know, Dino, you told me you've got a copy and your brother got a copy. Excited to have you at that. Guys, what other questions can we answer for you? And then we'll dive into a couple numbers of what some of our guys are doing, how they're doing it. And then we're going to bring on William here in just a couple minutes. Saad, welcome, brother. Any questions? Throw in the chat. Elva, thanks for jumping on.
And I would say, too, for those that are watching, if you guys aren't on track to have 5 deals under contract by the end of January, then something is off. And so you should know your business really well. If you're not on pace to have 5 by the end of January, something's off. So ask us a question. Or do you have questions on scheduling? Is it questions on building your business plan? Is it questions on your prospecting methods, your nightly routines? Something's off, because everybody that's rocking and rolling right now, I just did a sales call for all of our Explode coaching clients. We do 2 sessions, Monday, Wednesday, every week for an hour each. And the vibe is everybody's rocking and rolling. So if you're not that, if your business isn't that way, something is off and we need to fix it. So let Duane and I help you for free right now. Just like you did.
Guys, the market's fabulous. The market is fabulous. I think I'll close. I'm about 1.7. I had one fall out because of the stupid HOA. They wouldn't allow an investor client to buy in there because we're over the investor limit. But I'll have about 1.7 million that are closing in January. So if you're not closing crazy volume, you guys, you got to do something about your business to build it, because this is business I'm doing just that's falling in my lap, repeat and referral client base. I haven't knocked a door in 8 years. I haven't prospected in 8 years. So how soon do you want to get out of prospecting? What are you willing to do to go make a bunch of money every month by just working hard right at first to help you kill it? When William jumps on here in just a minute, it's going to be sick, because he's going to tell you after his first year, he's already getting repeat and referral client base, and he's going to be able to stop knocking doors next year as long as he goes out and hits it as hard as he's hit it this year. Second year of the business, you guys, and he's stopping the prospecting.
Well,
and going to make a ton of money.
What's really cool is we just did a massive door-to-door conference at our mastermind last week, and everybody said, hey, it was so cool just to meet William, be in the same room as him. And I was like, well, what's your takeaway? What's your feedback? And they're like, it's just his vision. He knows exactly what he's going to do, and he knows how to get there. And it was incredible to see how calm he is. And so the bigger the vision, the bigger the why, the easier the how. So you guys should ask yourselves, do you have a 5-year plan? Do you know exactly why you're in this business? If you don't, then we need to help you build that. If you don't know how to build it, put in the comments vision board, and Duane and I will send you a free packet. It'll help you build your vision board and your 2025 business plan, so you guys have a bigger vision. Because again, like, the bigger the why, the easier the how. If you're tripping up on the how, you just need a bigger vision. It's really as simple as that.
Guys, reach out to us. We have 15 free packets we can send out, Jeremy?
I just built 2 more this weekend on mindset and best practices. And then I'm going to build another 6 this week. So we've got a lot coming.
Reach out to us, you guys. We can give you a ton of free content to show you. We're going to put our mouth where the money is and show you that we're going to walk first before we say, hey guys, join us. I am 1,000% confident we can help you see the vision, give you more training than you've ever got for free. And if we can do that for free, what will happen once you get on our team and in our coaching program? We're willing to earn your business first. So reach out to us. We will customize some free stuff directly for you today. So you've got our phone numbers, 801-243-4544. That's mine. Jeremy's is 702-525-5766. Reach out to us. Let us know what you're struggling with. Elva, you just put a comment in there, and I'm going to show your comment. It says, I don't have any deals. What should my daily schedule look like? And I would love you to jump on with us.
Also, Duane, Red Suit's wanting to hop on too. If you can get him the link, and we can all answer her question together.
Cool. Let's do it. I'll get Red Suit the link right now.
Eduardo, if you want to get on here, brother, let us know. We'll send you the link as well.
I put the link in the chat if you guys aren't seeing that.
Is that on YouTube, Duane?
Yep. It should be on YouTube. It should also populate on all the Instagram channels as well. But if it doesn't, let me know and I'll get it to you.
Okay. What's her question? Let's answer it while we're waiting for someone to hop on and accept that. If I don't have any deals, what should my daily schedule look like? So Duane and I both have a YouTube video on this. Also, Elva, if you want to text either of us, we have a packet on this for the ideal daily schedule. It's actually a 2025 business plan template. So if you want, go comment schedule or just shoot us a text. Our numbers are in there. We'll get that to you. But if you don't have any deals, if you don't have $100,000 in your bank account, then 80% of your day should be prospecting. You should be on the doors about 1:30, 2 o'clock. Go put yourself in front of transient neighborhoods, people that are likely to move, buy or sell, and then be there until 9 o'clock. Go. Oh, buddy.
Here we got the red suit.
In a red, what is that? A red hoodie?
Red shirt.
Red polo. He's pulling out the red today.
Guys, those that are on here, this is the legend. This is the GOAT himself. What a pleasure.
I'm pointing at the 2 legends up above me, man.
Is there a mirror above you just coming right back at you?
Yeah, whatever. What's going on,
Let's
guys?
go.
You guys flying high, door-to-door con, knocking doors in the snow. We were Eduardo and I, we were knocking doors in the streets too, man. Guys actually literally came up to us and said, hey, I love what you guys are doing. You guys are out knocking doors. It's cold outside. What are you guys doing? And we started talking to him. He was in heating and air conditioning guy. His wife does real estate as a realtor. And so he's going to connect us with us just because we were out knocking doors when it was kind of cold, and he respected that. So it was pretty cool.
I think we need to give an intro to Red Suit. Red Suit and Paige. If you guys don't follow Paige Steckling, she is a social media guru. Red Suit's part of our team with Real, and he is huge on investors, on fix and flips, door-to-door stuff. So go give these guys a follow. These guys are phenomenal. They run their meetings on Tuesday as well. By joining our team, you get access to their training as well as Paige's on social media. Both these guys are making over $1 million a year in their specialty. So make sure if you're not following them, get on there and find Red Suit Realtor and Paige Steckling.
Also, big plug this April 1st, which I think was intentional, Red Suit. April 1st, guys, the world's largest Realtor bus tour is happening in Utah. Red Suit puts it on. He put it on last year. You're going to have 250 plus agents from all over come in and learn how to flip their first home. Red Suit's goal is to help 1,000 realtors do this, and he's crushing it. His training is so good on how to build your community and get investors and real estate agents and families to go invest. Scott, talk about this for a second. You had someone in Vegas that's part of our group. You trained him on how to do this, and he just had what, like 50 plus people at his event? It was insane. Ryan.
Yeah, man, we might be here all day. Let's go. All right, let's do it. Will, what's up, man? That's the legend.
Yes,
There he
is.
Look at this panel we've got going on.
I'll give you the quick note version. 4 years ago when I really wanted to make an impact, I just started hosting weekly meetups. So we started with 2 of us, then 4 showed up, then 10, 20, 40. I got up to 100 people that would just show up to a weekly meetup, like at a burrito place or a coffee shop. And then I was like, man, I really want to do a bus tour. But we ain't just doing a bus tour. We're going to do the world's largest real estate bus tour. So I got a really amazing venue. We went and saw a whole bunch of properties. We showed people how to fix and flip homes. But what we did is we put together 200 to 400 other investors, realtors, all in one room. How do I find deals? How do I fix them up? How do I flip them? How do I get the money? How do I get the connections? How do I hire the contractors? It's all there. So literally, it's such a good use of your time to show up and get all of these connections and bring assets to the room. And so last year we did it. We had about 350 people show up. This year we're expecting closer to 500 people, one of the nicest venues in all of Utah. And we have some big, massive, heavy hitters coming. We got Paige Steckling speaking. You've got John Maxim, who's flipped over 1,000 homes, is coming. You've got Guy, Mr. You've got Matt Leonetti coming, Tessabella. So you have all these big, massive real estate investors, social media gurus, Carlos Reyes, who's a massive wholesaler. So in a nutshell, April 1st, it's going to be an incredible event. We'll get to connect, we'll get a line, and we'll get to just help each other win. So that's all I got, guys.
Dude, you're a stud. Thank you for giving us that detail and popping on with us today. We're going to interview William Andes. A lot of you guys know him, so hang tight there, Eduardo. William's got a pretty tight schedule. He just popped out of a meeting 3 minutes ago. He's got another one in 30 minutes. And so the guy's popping. He's cranking. Did $19 million in production his first year. So, William, talk to us, brother. Tell us how you went out and crushed it your very first year and made $19 million in real estate sales.
Yes. So appreciate you having me on, Duane, Jeremy, Mr. Red Suit. Good to see you again, bro. Yeah. So $19 million in real estate sales. Last year, I was January 2024, struggling in our business, not doing the greatest. I got on YouTube and I found some videos of Duane just talking about door to door. And I was like, man, I wonder if this works. I wasn't in a coaching program. I wasn't paying for anything. I was just basically saying, okay, I'm going to try this. I knocked 40 doors, found a listing, ended up getting a luxury listing in our area, got the buy and the sale on that deal. And I was like, okay, this is legit. So yeah. And then after that,
coaching program, right? You hadn't joined it until he found success. Because I remember him calling me. He's like, Duane, I don't know if this works. I've got to get, and you got to know William. He's a very thought out dude. He has to experience, he has to study it, and he's got to do all the awesome things to make sure he makes a good decision. But he went and sold a deal before he joined our coaching program, which is awesome.
yeah. So like for me, if I'm going to spend money on something in my business, it better work. And if it doesn't, I'm cutting it. So yes, it was huge. Once I joined the coaching program, my business just really took it to the next level. Door knocking, I don't know exactly like what the purpose exactly is of this call, other than saying that the door knocking face to face has become alienated in the realtor space. I just came from D2D Con, and if I could hire a couple good pest control guys in our local area that are just hustlers and grinders, and I can pay for their real estate education, those dudes will blow it out of the park, because a lot of realtors are sitting on their hands waiting for Zillow leads to come in, waiting for X, Y, and Z to happen. And once I really realized that people after COVID have gone into their own little caves and then breaking them out of their caves, our business just took off. So I talked to a lady at a local Keller Williams franchise, and she's like, I don't know if you realize what you've done in our market. And I was like, what is it? She's like, no one else from what we've seen has done the volume that you've done in our market in their first year. And so ended up getting rookie of the year, and got to walk the stage and talk the talk of, what kind of I did to be successful. And now we are leveraging, and I am building Andy's Realty. So forgive me on the signs, Dwayne. I don't know if you saw the signs, but
I saw it, brother. I like it.
yeah. So now I'm at a point where I'm beginning to leverage myself, and I'm gonna leverage myself to the highest extent, where when in my rookie year I was trying to bring on leverage, but Dwayne and Jeremy were like kicking me because they're like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? I'm like, dude, I don't know how to do all that. So this year is systems. So I say this to newer, and I don't know how long are you in the business here? How long have you been in the business?
Anybody, comments, questions?
No,
You guys
we got Eduardo on here. Eduardo, you answer this question for William. Let him help you.
Sure. Hey, man. So I've been in the business. I'm barely in my third year. I've been struggling since day one. So for all you other agents that are watching this and are commenting, just hang in there. Listen to these guys.
Cool. Yeah, so you can't build systems until you win yourself. So you hear a lot of gurus that are like, "Oh, you can do all these amazing things in real estate," and then you're like, "Okay, so did you do those amazing things?" And they're like, "Well, no, I haven't really sold much in production." And you're like, "Okay, well, I'm not even going to listen to you because you have no credibility behind what you're saying." So one big thing with Jeremy and Duane is, like, they talk about their first year in real estate, how many deals they sold, and then Jeremy, didn't you sell like 90 deals your second year?
Yep, it just took off. 75 my first year. I almost had Duane
Yeah.
my first
Oh
year.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know what you sold your second year, but if you sold more than 75, you should be touting that too. But so now this year, like, I'm a very faith centric type of person. So when I'm looking at, what do I want to do with my business? What does God want to use me for? That's all tying into my goals for this year. But the only way that I feel like anyone can truly express their fullest potential through their God given talents is through entrepreneurship and through hustling and grinding to the highest level. So once you win, then you can tell the world. Until you win at a high level, then you can't be proud of what you've done. So I say to anybody who's newer, who's trying to build, like, go out and do something substantial, and you can start building leverage behind that. And that's why Dwayne and Jeremy are where they are, and being able to team up with Red Suit. And today is kind of a decision day for me on Real and that part of the business. So I don't know what else you guys need me to say here.
I would just say, William, we really want to give back to people. You know that we love to help people grow. That's probably the most important thing to us. You've been there with us for over a year now. You know that we just care about people's success way more than the money side of it. What would you tell people? What advice would you give? We had Seth just on here. He's got a family. He's like, I've got $4,000 left in my bank account. What do I need to do before I have to go get another job? Eduardo's been on here, 3 years, still struggling. What advice do you give the struggling agent that's going to help them pop and be able to provide for their family?
Yeah, so you're 3 months away from a life change. If you think about, okay, well, the classic is I could quit my job, my real estate business, and then go get a horrible sounding W-2, or you can just man up or woman up, depending on who's on the call here, for 3 months And if you do what Jeremy and Duane are saying of 250 contacts a week, 200 to 250, and you just man up and grind for 3 months, there is no way that you will fail in this business. I don't care if we just had a recession and like people are losing their houses, because then you talk to Red Suit and you're like, oh, well, maybe they can flip this house because they're selling it for $50,000. So for 3 months, I am fully confident that if you grind in the door-to-door space and you're knocking doors between 200 to 250 contacts a week, your business will take not just a turnaround, it will be a dramatic turnaround, and you will make more money than you've ever seen in your life.
Love it. So Miguel just asked, what is a contact? William, what was a contact for you?
Contact for me is, hey, Mr. or Miss Homeowner, are you looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? That is a contact.
That's it, you guys. That is it. It's not rocket science. If you can do 400 of these a week, how much money would they make, William?
So if you're doing that volume, I don't know what your team split is, but you should be able to make anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 a month.
A month. Did you guys just hear that? A month, people. That's insane.
Yeah, so I took what Duane and Jeremy told me to do. We did it. We did a $100,000 month last year. It was September was a $100,000 month for us. So it is absolutely possible. I'm not just pulling figures out of the sky. Like, this is what we did in our business.
Well, I think too, I just want to comment real quick as Red Suit is showing his amazing mansion for all of us that want to be like him.
Whatever, dude. I was showing Will the elk. He didn't get to see it, so
I saw it.
I promised I would do that, and I'd show it to him.
I love it.
That's all he's paid attention to. But one thing that was really cool about you, William, is a lot of people don't understand the average realtor does 5 or 7 contacts a week. William was grinding that first 3 months. He had a scooter. It was branded. It had a light on it. He was going, 20, 30 miles an hour through the neighborhoods. He had a cowboy hat. He was knocking way past late. HOA pages were blowing him up. And he would call us, hey, like, this is bad for my brand. No, it's not. It'll be really good for your brand when you go get a bunch of listings. And he kept doing it. And then it didn't become an issue. And he grew and evolved and became more efficient. So again, like, if you only have 3 months left or you're struggling, that grind is the answer. Like, go prospect from 12 to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday until there's $100,000 in your bank account. And then just like William, you'll have $100,000 month. And you can do that in your first year. You just got to grind more than you think.
William, what did you average? How much a month? 30, 40?
Per month. I can pull up my calculator. Hold on a sec. Can you see me?
No, it's okay. Pull it up though.
Hold on. So let's just do this here. 12. So I was about 33 grand a month. Let's see. Yeah. So about 33,000 a month on average.
33,000 a month. How many of you guys could live off that? You gonna make it okay on that, Eduardo?
Compared to 3,000 a month as a cop, I think I could do all right with 30 grand a month.
That a kid. And Sean Monson just posted, he's like, haters hate the grind. They do. They hate that people are outworking them and making them look stupid. And when you get out there and grind, they do. They hate you. But guess what? You will win every time. Every time. And then, William, how many repeat referral clients are starting to come in at this point?
Man, we're getting at least probably 1 a week. So like 4 a month. It's solid.
Check that out, guys. So he's going to start closing 4 deals a month off repeat and referral. By the end of this next year, he will not have to worry about prospecting. I'm telling you that right now. If you guys can get out and grind hard, yes, it sucks. We've all had to do it. But if you get out and grind hard, that's what's going to get you away from prospecting. I haven't prospected in over 8 years and still make incredible money. Here's another comment from Roddy. Wow, I want to do this. Sounds too good to be true. Is it too good to be true though, William? You were the most skeptical guy joining our program.
Yeah, I'm a thinker and I'm a planner and I'm a prayer and I want to know that when I make a decision, it's the right one. So to the comment there about the Karens, like 100% is you're going to have people who don't want you to win in life and they're just going to blow up. Like we had, because of the volume we did this year, I had Remax Corporate, and Red Suit would probably appreciate this. I had Remax Corporate reach out to me because we did something patriotic in our business. And on our signage, we did red, white, and blue. And the corporate office of Remax said we were infringing on their copyright brand by using red, white, and blue colors. So they were sending a cease and desist from me using the patriotic colors. So like that's when you know that you're really busting it, when you have competition trying to bash you. So biggest thing in the grind is just put your head down, because at the end of the day, they don't know your financial situation, and only you know that I'm going to run out of money. So like for us, that's where we were at. And was it Eduardo?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so for you, a little bit of encouragement. So January of last year, we were in a similar situation, my wife and I, where we were not looking good. And I was like, I don't know what I have to do, because it looks like our finances, like we're gonna run out of money in the next 3 to 4 months unless something changes. And then when Duane, because I graduated with a marketing degree. So when I talk about signage and ads and all that stuff, like that comes from a background of marketing, but you do that after you win. So that's where Duane and Jeremy's coaching of go out there, knock the doors, talk to people, because that's how you do the active. Like when you need immediate cash, door to door sales is unbelievable, because you can make immediate 100 grand in your bank account within 3 to 4 months right out of the gate. So take that, and then I say this to anybody is, while you're doing that grind, build your brand in conjunction with that. And I know Jeremy Duane have really jumped on like the real D2D shirts and stuff. Like we're about to get new shirts for everything. So build your personal brand while you win in door knocking.
Will, you look good in blue, man.
Hey, thanks, bro. I'm about to
Hey,
get that fluorescent blue suit.
now we're talking. Hey, so one thing, guys, people don't hate on you. They hate on themselves because they're not willing to do what you're willing to do. Keep that in mind. It's a jealousy. So anytime you've heard that, you point at someone, there's three fingers pointing back at you. You want people talking about you, especially when you're going out there trying to do something that's great for the community. We've been involved in lots of charities where we'll literally like help renovate homes for single moms in like a week. And a lot of people hate on that. Like literally we're trying to, like, these kids have lost their parents to suicide. We'll go in there in 2 and 3 days, renovate it. They'll come back to a beautiful home, and you have haters of that. I know Jeremy and Duane, you guys are talking to go into Peru in May to get back to the orphanages. You're gonna have haters on it. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's silence. It's when people don't recognize you, don't know who you are. That's when you really, really have to worry about it. So, it's, guys, and here's the thing that we all mistake. We try to compare ourselves to Will and to Jeremy and Duane. Don't do that. Just compare yourself and compare yourself to the next deal. Because I did 30 million in sales my first 2 years as a realtor. And I was like upset. Like I was like upset. I was like, that's it? Like I should be doing more. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sure Will has that same, like, Will did 57 doors, Jeremy, 57, not 56, 57 doors. And Will's like, dang it, I should have done 100. And he's comparing himself to himself. And so we'll hit it right on the head. Go out there, learn it, do it, and then teach others and inspire others to do it, and build your brand along the way, because social media is the virtual door knocking, but you have to have the credibility up front. So that you guys hit it right on the head there. Like that's how the game's played. And most people don't understand how the game is played. They're so focused on just the transactional side of it, but building an impact so people come to you. They're basically saying, take my money. Hey, list this home for me. Hey, and I figured out a niche. I teach realtors how to flip homes. So I'm listing realtors homes all the time, right? Because I saw that a need in the market. There wasn't anyone teaching realtors how to invest. That's my niche. So most of my listings come from active current realtors, and I teach them how to invest. So that's kind of a, find something that's not out there and go out there and solve problems. And that's how you'll crush it when it comes to this game. Sorry, just butt in there. I just said, hey, it's my time to go. Let's do this. Let's go.
Love it.
Who would have thought that here Red Suit is going in there and taking other realtors and selling them houses? That's sick. That's sick.
Yeah, and I'll represent them on the buy side too. So I get on the buy and on the sell. So it's the name. It's the name of the game.
What's your yearly outlook for commercial real estate? You want to take that, Red Suit?
Yeah, so I'm in a commercial group called Commercial Academy. It's awesome. And what's happening is a lot of the notes are coming due. They've been coming due. So last year was a rough year for a lot of investors in the commercial space. But it's starting to actually level out. And I feel like there's a massive, massive opportunity in commercial right now. We do not so much commercial, but a lot more multifamily, where we do lots in Kansas City. We're looking at a 57 unit apartment complex that's out there. So, here's the way I see it with commercial real estate, fix and flip, long-term buy and hold, guys. It's all about the numbers. Number one, do you want to be in that area? Because where you buy one deal is where you'll buy the second deal. So if you're investing in an area in the middle of nowhere and you don't want to go to that area, you don't want to build connections, relationships, don't invest in that area. So I always teach people, invest in your backyard, where you live, invest where you like to vacation, and invest where you spend most of your time. Because those are the areas that I like to spend time in, that I'm at, right? And so when it comes to commercial, there's triple net, there's multifamily, there's so many different facets to it, but it's the same concept with residential real estate. It's all about finding the deal, controlling the deal, and surrounding yourself with the right people that you trust, that you can execute on the deal.
Love it. Thanks, Red Suit. William, why don't you answer this? I have a question with the follow-up systems once you have the contact. What is your follow-up? And Bree, I'm going to throw in one comment here. I want you to get Now Business. Jeremy and I are writing a book that's called Now Business for Real Estate Agents, how to get business right now, today, so you don't have to follow up, because too many people are out knocking on the doors trying to set an appointment or trying to get follow-up. Don't do that. Go close the deal right in front of them. William, give us your take on follow-up.
Right. So I had this question out in Utah. So for me, it is, I want to be the leader and not the subservient. So if I'm going to have somebody come in and say, hey, send me some homes, I'll send them some homes. But for me to be the person that is chasing that person and continuously having to almost be like on my knees crawling for them, I hate to be in that position at any point in life. So what I will do in my follow-up system is I will put them into a nurture database where we do like a monthly email, and I will first get the criteria of the home that they're wanting to buy. And I will put that into my MLS, create like just a simple, okay, these are the houses within your criteria. And then it just sends an auto email, and my hands are completely off. That auto email will keep them top of mind and keep them thinking about me. But for me to continuously call them every week, I do not do that, because I am out finding the next deal and someone else who is ready to buy, as Duane said, now.
Love it. Love it. Jeremy, take this question. What is your process for when you have a terrible day or allow things to sidetrack your plan?
Yeah, I'd say, first of all, welcome to life. You're going to have those days all the time, right? And if somebody tells you you're not, then they're lying to you, or they're just full of it. I have these days all the time, right? We're humans. We have natural responses to terrible days, deals blowing up, listings canceled, whatever. You need to have a system. Sophisticated systems built into your daily routine yield sophisticated results. Lackluster systems yield lackluster results, right? So for me, my wife knows if I'm having a hard day or if her and I are butting heads, she just needs to let Jeremy go through his schedule, and there's systems in place that I'll pop out the other end, the type of person I need to be. So for me, my nightly routine is built to calm me down, to get rid of my anxiety and the stress. So ask yourself, is your nightly routine set up that way? And then my morning routine is built off of the Savers program. I follow their method, the Savers, out of Miracle Morning. So my morning is built to allow me to come in it no matter what headspace, and I can come out at a peak state. And then I have the same thing before I prospect. So my answer to that would be just establish systems throughout your day that allow you to like tweak and come out of it. Red Suit, you and I talked about this. We trained all the realtors that work with us at Real in Utah on Saturday about this, right? You got to have a 5-minute routine to flip the switch to allow you to be in the right headspace. If you don't have those throughout the day, then what happens is one day becomes 2 bad days, 3 bad days, then a week. Then this month sucks. And this quarter sucks. The year sucks. And too much time has passed. You can't. You've got to fix it quick, and you've got to have systems to do that. Just like athletes at the end of every quarter, they rehuddle, they get together, they fix what is not going right, and then they're back at it in the next quarter. As a realtor, you have to have the same approach.
Yeah, let me add to that, Jeremy, real quick, because I think this is critical. I know when I was doing lots of fix and flips, everyone would reach out to me constantly saying, hey, I want this. How do I do this? What's the next step? And I was chasing the market, kind of like what Will was just talking about there, where you're a servant to them. And so I said, look, I'm going to control the environment. That was a big reason I started doing these weekly meetups, because anytime somebody needed something from me, I would say, hey, matter of fact, Thursday, 12 o'clock, Sweeto Burrito, we have this awesome event. Come out here, meet all my friends, and we'll help you there. And so literally in 1 hour of time, all I could do is I would just pass them from the, oh, you need contractor help, meet that contractor. Oh, you need lending help, meet that lender. And I was just the connector. And what it did is it freed up so much of my time, and it brought me so many leads to me. It was a time management system that we have to have. It's like when randoms reach out to me, I say, hey, oh, thanks for reaching out to me. Have you read my book? You know, if they're in a different state. And they're like, no. I'm like, hey, do me a favor. Go ahead. It's on Amazon. Go read my book. If they're willing to put 3 hours of time reading my book, understanding me, then I understand that they like me or they don't like me. So literally that turns into 15 seconds of my time. As soon as you've read that, let's circle back and let's have a 15-minute conversation. But if they're not willing to pour, they want to learn from me, but they're not willing to pour into themselves, I don't owe them anything. And so figuring out systems and processes every step of the way turns into a time management system that allows you to live the life that you want, spend the time with your family, your kids, do the most important things. And that's why you have to have a team around you, so that when something does come up, you've got another team realtor. Hey, can you open this door for them? So it's all about systems and processes every step of the way.
Love it. Love it. That's money. I mean, nail that thing in there. Way to go, brother. Guys, we're going to do this every week. We're about the hour mark. That's what we try to keep these under. William's got an appointment here in 4 minutes. So, Will, you can go ahead and check you out. We appreciate you jumping on here and telling people how you murdered it this last year. 19 million in production and 57, not 56, but 57 homes sold. That's pretty sexy, dude. Well done. Appreciate you being on today.
Hey, appreciate
guys,
you having me.
Next week, 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. You know we're going to be consistent in this. Jeremy and I are going to pop on. We're going to bring people that are going to add value. We'll role play with you. We'll coach you. We'll encourage you. We'll push you. We'll answer your questions and help you get to that next level. Love being here, being part of you guys and helping your path and your vision. Any last questions you have for us?
Yeah, we've got one from Instagram, Jordan. She's wanting to know real quick, what's the basic pitch so she can go out and hit the doors. Also, we have Kevin Swiss on here. What up, K Swiss?
K Swiss.
Hey, dog. But yeah, what's the pitch? Jordan's asking it over on Instagram.
Is that
Duane.
for me?
Yeah, take it, brother.
Yeah, William, take it if you're still on.
Yeah, I'll just say, hey, knock, knock. And they'll say, hey, what's going on? Say, hey, did your neighbor next door tell you I was going to be stopping by? And they're like, no. I say, hey, well, my name's William Andes with Real Brokerage. And I'm just wondering, hey, have you thought about buying, selling, or investing in real estate?
Dude, he just made an announcement. The heck with the pitch. That was perfect. Yeah, keep going, brother.
All right. Hey, I got to jump off here, guys.
What a
It gets off. Thank you, William.
See you guys.
See ya. So guys, it's pretty simple. Hey, my name is Duane. I work with Real Broker. Your neighbor say he's going to stop by and see you. That's it. Most of the time they're going to say no, which I expect I want. Next question. Have you ever thought about buying, selling, or investing in real estate? Super simple. Most people are going to say no, which is exactly what I want. Next question I'm going to ask, is this your forever home? Now, remember, we're knocking in stuff that it's not their forever home. At that point, I'm going to get 99% of the time, they're going to say, no, this isn't our forever home. Next question I'm going to ask, cool, how long do you think you'll be here? That's it. And then you're going to start walking them through a process. Most people are going to say, oh, within a year, 2 more years, we'll move. Cool, why 2 years? And you simply just start asking them a bunch of questions so you can gather information. Well, we feel like interest rates will go down within the next 2 years. Now, if we could save you a bunch of money by moving sooner, would you consider it? And you're going to keep asking questions that you're going to guide them through a process. That is how you win them. You're not just going to tell them why they need to do something. You're going to ask them all the questions that they need to answer that's going to sell themselves. And in reality, I want them selling me. By the end, I want them saying, Duane, what's the next step? This is what I should be doing. Holy cow, I've never thought about it this way. These are the things you want them to tell you. And it all comes with a systematic approach of questions. You should have 20 to 30 questions you're asking every day on the door. And we walk people through those questions to help them learn that. And that's why we do the role play sessions twice a day, 5 days a week. So because as Barracuda said, systems are profound. They are important. You've got to learn your systems. You've got to dial in. You've got to get good at what you do. And you're going to get it from the people that have had the success. Just like William said, you want to learn about fix and flips? You're calling Red Suit. You want to learn about social media? You're calling Jeremy and Paige. You want to learn about door to door? You're calling all three of us, right? And we're going to teach you how to get where you need to be, but you got to spend the time. Any last comments, you guys? Do you have anything on Instagram, Jeremy?
Eduardo, any questions that we can wrap up or answer for you?
No, I just want to say thank you for letting me jump on this. For all you guys that are, again, reaching out, I've talked to Jeremy personally. Red Suit over there is my dive buddy. These guys, everything they're talking about, they know what they're doing. I know it sounds weird. Listen, as a cop, I average about $300 to $3,200 a month. Never in my life did I ever think that I'd be able to make what they're saying. It is true. It has happened before. Just need to build up the consistency. Don't let those bad days slow you down. Just keep at it. You'll figure it out. I'm still struggling. Nowhere near these guys' levels, but I'm still here. I'm still moving. And they're willing to help.
Awesome. Yeah, Eduardo closed like 2 deals last month, but he's still struggling, right? And that's the mindset you got to have, right? So love it, guys.
Hey, Bree just commented. She said she's in Georgia. And she said, would you recommend it? What are you looking for in a subdivision? What's funny is we've got guys in Georgia. Bree, we're going to be in Georgia on the 28th. Make sure you text us and we'll send you a free link. It's going to be a 4-hour training and you can come for free. We'll teach you that stuff. But Jeremy sent one of our guys, Jeffrey, who closed, what did he close? 35 homes last year?
Yeah.
So Jeremy actually jumped on Google Maps and drew him some area to knock in Georgia. And he went and pulled, what, 3 or 4 listings out of that subdivision that week. I sell more houses in Georgia than I do Utah. So I'm telling you right now, Bree, you're in a really, really good spot. So reach out to us, connect with us. I'll give you my phone number again. I'll have Jeremy do the same, 801-243-4544. Reach out to us for a free link. Jeremy, what's your number?
702-525-5766. Bree, shoot me a DM on Instagram, door-to-door real estate. I sold there for 3 years, did a ton of alarm accounts. I know Georgia like the back of my hand. And that's how the realtors that work with us, I can say, hey, go here. Don't go there, go here. I'll do a free Zoom call with you. I'll pull up your area and I'll walk you through it. That's what we're going to be doing in Atlanta too. We're going to pull up Atlanta's map and we're going to go through the neighborhoods and I will literally tell you guys where to go knock.
Dude, Bree already signed up. Check that out. She's way ahead of us. So we're going to see you in Atlanta, baby. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hey guys, we're going to sign off. Thanks for being here. Remember, next Monday, 11 o'clock. And if you need help in the meantime, you're texting me and Jeremy. We'll get some of our freemiums out to you guys and help you build a big business. Thanks for getting on today, you guys. Have a good week.